The best way I've found to make money through woodworking is quite simple. Find a problem that people can't fix for themselves and fix it for them. And this today is a classic example. The problem here is a small utility room with a sink. Extra storage would be fantastic. Easiest way to do that is to make a sink cover. So let's see if I can take these two boards, make a product, find a home for it, and then I'll compare what I've managed to sell this for compared to what I've seen it online and see whether there's a profit margin in a project like this for it to be viable long term for me or even for yourselves as a one-off or a product going forward. So let's get straight into the build. Now straight up there's an obvious discrepancy. If I'm taking some measurements, I clearly know what size this is. So for full disclosure, this was a request from one of my neighbours, who also kindly let me film in their home, which is super cool of them. But what that does is enable me to know already it's going to sell. However, what's going to be interesting is how long it takes me to make, what are my costs, and does that mean that then there's enough profit margin in a product like this for me to advertise it in my local area? I'm going to ask you then, how much do you think a product like this can sell? If it helps you gauge it at all, I like my neighbour, so I charge them a reasonable price. So let me know your answer in the comments below. But even when we're talking about something exciting in woodworking like making money and getting these tools to actually pay for themselves, every project always starts out the same. You've got to do the boring prep work first before you can have the lovely end product that you can go on and sell. So the timber's been planed down, and to help me lay out my boards and have as little wastage as possible, I've made a template using some paper. Nothing fancy here, no 3D models, nothing like that. Not that there's not a place for that, but you've got to have those skills. And for me, I'm a basic level user in every sense of the word. So with everything laid out, marked out and ready to go, let's shut up a little bit and let you get on with watching the build. Looking good so far, everything lines up, and I've made my template slightly bigger so I know that everything will fit nice and easily. Now I don't know about you guys, but I find using this A-B method so easy. Always make sure that my boards joint properly. Even if your blade's out, you know you're going to get a perfect connection. Basically A is one side, B is the other, and you alternate the cuts so that they always match up and equal out nicely. Well, that took a while, but the glue is finally dried. Damn this English weather. I can't wait for the spring and definitely the summer. But we're not waiting this long to complete this project, so let's crack on.
Electric hearts in a city so bright. We're chasing dreams through pixel streams, dancing
Well, this is starting to shape up rather nicely. You can see the circle coming along just as you'd want. Top tip if you're ever doing one of these, I just leave the drill bit in as a centre marking point. No point overcomplicating something that doesn't need overcomplicating, especially when you're just a basic user. Now, because I want this to sit in the sink a little bit, so it can't slide from side to side, I've readjusted the circle jig by moving it in about 1 centimetre, and I'm going to cut a circle rebate. This is a first for me. I don't know how this is going to go, but let's hope I don't muck it up after all this work. Well, that's a relief. I just need to smooth it down just a touch with the block plane, and then I'm going to go around and give it a little bit of an under chamfer. Really kicking it on. For the top, it's the classic round over. Is there anything else more stylish than a slight little curve? Not in my mind. And this here, guys and girls, is why you invest in a good planer, because I'm going straight in for a quick pass at a 150 grit. If anyone wants a planer recommendation, I can sure give you my Metabo DH330. Absolutely fantastic bit of kit, and there's a review on the channel if you want to have a look. Now, I know it's unusual to see so much hoovering up in my workshop, but I've just got a new vacuum and I'm putting it through its paces. Also, I can bring you a review in a couple of weeks. Keep watching this space, but in advance it's a big thank you to Giraffe Tools. Now, for the finish, I want something durable, something that's going to last, something that's going to have a bit of protection against the water and ultimately against people, because this is a high traffic area and it's going to have stuff banged down on it every day. For this, I'm going to go with some wipe-on poly. What I love about this is how quickly it dries. Literally 10 minutes and you can denib and put coat 2 on. What does that mean? It means in about 90 minutes I'm able to build up 6 or 7 layers, so I've got a lovely sheen but rock hard protection. Well, this thing has come together so well and I'm super stoked with how well this has come out. This looks absolutely awesome. So awesome that I'm a little bit gutted that I'm having to sell it to my neighbour. So let's talk about the elephant in the room as always, and its price. So I've got £10 in costs on these 2 beach boards. The glue, the finish, it's all stuff I've got knocking around. Yes, there's a cost, but it's a couple of pence per project. £10 in, and I sold this to my neighbour for £30. The kicker with this is though, a quick bit of research and you can find that these are selling for anywhere between 60 and I think it were £127 that I found one at. That's crazy money. Time wise, what did this take me? Well, if you exclude the glue drying and the finish going off, we're looking at around 3 to 4 hours I think I did in total. So if you're charging £100, that's easily £20–25 an hour. It's pretty good going. Only question is, have you got the guts to sell at that price? I don't think I have. But each to their own. Let me know what you think you'd charge for this in your area and whether you could justify charging somebody £127 for this product. But with that in mind, there's only one thing to do as this video draws to close, and it's to say thank you for being here. You've been a right laugh, and it's great to have you along for the journey. So I'm Ross. This is Fatal Woodworking. Thank you for your time, and have a good day in your workshop. I'll see you on the next one.